Two of the biggest names in progressive politics made a stop in the capital city today. Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez rallied behind two Democratic primary candidates in Lansing. News 10's Braden Willis has more.
Bernie Sanders and AOC drew a crowd to Lansing today, throwing their weight behind Abdul El-Sayed and William Lawrence. Today, the energy was high, but so was the pushback from their opponents.
The American people want to decide who the Democratic candidates will be.
Senator Bernie Sanders and Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez took the stage in Lansing today.
We have to be willing to name the mistakes that got us here.
Urging voters to back Democrats Abdul El-Sayed for U.S. Senate and William Lawrence for Michigan's 7th Congressional District. Lawrence says the support reflects the deeper values he wants to follow.
Well, who you take money from is who you're accountable to. I'm taking money from the people of this district. That's who I'll be accountable to.
The rally also drew sharp criticism from within the party. Keith Williams chairs the Michigan Democratic Party Black Caucus. He supports Representative Haley Stevens in the Senate race, questioning whether El-Sayed is the right voice for Michigan.
He has no qualification to be in a legislative situation. He never write laws. We need a serious person ready for this time, and Haley is that person.
El-Sayed says he'll let his campaign make the case for him.
So we've built a movement. We've built a grassroots movement that's knocking 10,000 doors a day.
In the 7th Congressional District race, Lawrence's competitor, former U.S. Ambassador to Ukraine Bridget Brink, says her background sets her apart from the other candidates.
I spent 28 years as a Foreign Service officer serving our country when I could not in good conscience carry out the orders of our elected president. I decided to resign and speak out and come home and run for office.
Michigan's U.S. Senate race and congressional race are expected to be among the most competitive in the country. The outcome this November could determine which party controls both chambers.
Braden, thank you. Today's campaign stops come as Michigan voters have already begun casting absentee ballots ahead of the August 4th primary election. That's coming up. You can find more information on what's on the ballot on our website, news10lansing.com.